Welcome everybody to Forza Horizon 5, and today we're taking a look at the 1967 Renault 8 Gordini. Now the 8 itself was produced between 1962 and 1973. This Gordini version was sold between 1964 and 1970. And yeah, Gordini is a division of Renault Sport and has been since 1976, with them before that being in 1968 being a division of Renault, and before that they just did offhand works on other Renault vehicles. Yeah, they were mainly a performance engine manufacturer. Did do some sports cars back in the early days in the 40s and 50s, but yeah, this is a cracking little car. It's a really fantastic sports saloon, and I have no qualms whatsoever in calling this the first sports saloon, because yeah, it's as standard. This car had brake discs all around, but with the engine performance upgrades that Gordini did, it's even better than that. And yeah, it's also got go faster white stripes, 2 extra headlights in the middle there, and yeah, it's got way more in the way of power. But you can tell it's a more sporty version because it's also got very little in the way of practicality. Yes, it's got a front trunk, but as you can see, that is taken up by a fuel tank, a fuel pump, and a battery, as well as window wiper, washer fluid, and all that lot. So no real room in there for the any luggage. Plenty of room inside for people though, as you can see. Room in the rear for 3 passengers, room in the front for 1 passenger and a driver. But as you can see, even Renault weren't all that confident about this car's safety, as it's got a fire extinguisher in there, which is no surprise given that the fuel tank is only a few inches from the front. And yeah, there's not much in terms of luxury either. You've only got a leather strap there for your door handle. Wind down windows, although at least you have wind down windows at the front. You only have sliding windows at the rear. And yeah, not even a proper glove box, no radio, no real anything, to be honest. But yeah, I do like the kind of sporty steering wheel, as well as the white on black dials. And yeah, but nothing in the rear either, because this is a rear engine, rear wheel drive vehicle with a 1.26 litre engine that is inline 4, and it has 103 horsepower and 86 pounds-feet of torque. I was a bit ambivalent about calling it a 1.3 there, because sometimes we round it up, but it is technically a 1.26, or even more specifically a 1.255 in terms of cc's overall. So yeah, but still, that is a lot of power from such a small engine, especially from the late 60s, when you consider minis weren't getting anywhere near 100 horsepower. So yeah, that is a cracking amount of power, and it doesn't even weigh all that much either, 1,885 pounds. So you've got enough space inside for 5 people, and yet you've got more than 100 horsepower in something that weighs less than 2,000 pounds. And as you can expect, that makes this a really rather fun car to drive. And yeah, to see how fun, let's get out there and see what it can do. So yeah, I normally do a drag strip and track aspect for a sporty vehicle like this, but it's a sporty vehicle, but only a sporty vehicle in terms of 100 horsepower kind of car, because it's not the quickest. 0 to 60 in 10.9 seconds, 0 to 144.973 seconds, and it going to a top speed of 112 miles an hour. But this is more than just the journey. It's more about the journey than the destination, quite frankly, because yes, it's not the quickest in terms of top speed or acceleration, but the noise this car makes, as you can see, it revs to more than 7,000 RPM. And just listen to it for a moment, because it does sound like kind of like an old school rally car. So yeah, hope you could hear some of that there, but yeah, it does sound superb, and it's so lightweight and it's got no real weight up front. It's really rather nimble and truckable around corners. And yeah, I just absolutely adore it. It's now the oldest car that we've had from Renault by 1 year, beating the 4L Export. And yeah, it's probably my favourite car currently on this game that I can drive. It's the second single car that is to be featured in the Car Pass, after the Subaru that we reviewed last week. And yeah, I just adore this in so many ways, and I especially like the interior look. Like I said, I really like the little sporty chunky steering wheel, the white and black dials, and yeah, just the noise that this car makes, and the fact that it's also reasonable off-road, as we heard earlier when I talked about its rally victories, means that it's a car that can go everywhere. It can go on-road, it can go off-road, and it can be fun in equal measure on both. And yeah, that's all the more reason to enjoy it, especially on a game like this where, you know, you can go anywhere you want. So yeah, fantastic vehicle. If you haven't yet got the car pass, then I highly recommend doing so. And quite frankly, if you're on, you know, you've got Xbox Game Pass, then all you need to do is you know, have Game Pass, download this game for free, and then you just get the downloadable content as a purchasable extra, which is what I did. Saved me a lot of money, and yet at the end of the day I'm getting a bunch of new cars, expansions and the like, and yeah, you get your hands on this fantastic little car. It's a real shame that we've not had more from Renault from the 60s or before since now, but yeah, hopefully we do get more from them, because, or from more French cars in general, because yeah, they are fantastic in a lot of ways, and yeah, there's so many out there that I've never heard of or had the chance to drive before, and yeah, this is another one of those superb little cars that I've never had in a racing game before, but thanks to this game I've been able to discover it, you know, research it, find out things about it, and come to really adore it. And yeah, quite frankly, if I had the money, I would buy one of these, hands down, no, you know, qualms or, you know, regrets or anything like that about doing so. So yeah, highly recommend getting the car pass, like I said, chiefly because you've got this, but there are more coming, although we don't know what the rest of the cars are going to be yet. But we've already had the fantastic Subaru, we've now got this superb car, and we've even got a brand new Mercury to the series as well coming next week. So yeah, fantastic value for money, the car pass, and yeah, I'm already loving it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.